Welcome, beautiful one, to our last angel video in this series, or 34 days with the angels. Today, we're going to be meeting, introducing, and playing in the realm of Archangel Barachiel, Divine Twin, to Archeia Joy that we explored in day 33. And if you've just stumbled upon this video, which really is your angels, I'm sure, bringing you forward into this space, then do go back and check out day one. And remember that you can repeat this series as often as you like. You can spend more than just one day with that particular angel. You can hang out with them, really get to know them, question them, channel them, journal, self-heal, meditate with them, so that you really do live and breathe and know these angels more than just a learning book experience. Or a video experience. It really becomes something visceral and physical. And without further ado, let's just go in and start connecting with this incredible angel who's all about being bold, living authentically, living uniquely. On his card here, he says, live outside the lines. And he has this really audacious, vibrant energy. So let's just start to drop in when you're ready, closing your eyes. And if you have the card, Barachiel's card from the deck, the Female Archangels, bring it to your heart center. And if not, just lay your hands upon your heart, uncrossing your legs if you're sitting, just beginning to come into this moment as we join together and as we join with all the beautiful souls who have been tuning into this series all across the world, connecting with our hearts and our intentions to discover more, our angels, and in the process discover more about ourselves, taking our life and our spiritual path to new heights. And the angel that we're going to be partnering with today really is an angel that can help us to expand, to just continue to raise every area in our life to new heights, new vibrations. Archangel Barachiel, angel of illumination, blessings, and truth, a master of the gold ray of source, may you come forward and begin to infuse your vibration, consciousness, and frequency into us and into our space. Taking a deep breath in as he steps forward with you. And often, when Barachiel steps forward, you can see or sense the gold ray, also a vibrant green, sometimes yellow. He has the symbolism of roses and the flower, the iris. And so you might see these colors or feel these flowers with you. Archangel Barachiel, may you inspire us with ways that we can be more authentic, to know that we all came here eager to play, eager to take life beyond what it's been before, to share our uniqueness. And whatever is standing in the way of that, may you dissolve and alchemize and transform on all levels of being, time, space, and dimension now. And so it is. Thank you. Big breath in. Full breath out as we open our eyes. And let's just talk about this wonderful angel. What an angel to end our series, friends. And if this is one of your first times tuning in, then these cards are from the award-winning deck, now won awards, the Female Archangels, not just female archangels, there's also the masculine angels. And we've been looking at the first 34 cards in the deck, but there's actually 44. So please do explore the other cards. They have got sacred geometry symbols in there, other angels that you can connect with, collective consciousness of different angels. And so do explore that. But for now, let's talk about Archangel Barachiel. So here he is upon his throne. Again, like all the imagery, it took 6 years to create these cards. We were very deliberate, listening all the time to the angels, myself and Mary Jo, the artist, as to how each of the angels wanted to be represented. Because, of course, angels are not physical. They are not human. They don't have gender. They're neither male or female, but they can express themselves. They can help us to connect with our innate femininity, our innate masculinity, as well as our innate unity consciousness, which is neither either gender or either identification. Um, but when Archangel Barachiel wanted to come forward, he gave us this impression that he was sitting on a throne, very opulent. He guided me to wear this, which I always feel it's like really long and it drapes to the ground, this velvet jacket. This sense of opulence, this sense of you have a right to be here, beautiful soul. Like take up space in your world. Don't let anything dim you, like Archeia Radiant and Archangel Haniel that we've already explored. Like, don't let anybody dim your sparkle, your light. But for Baragiel, it's more audacious. If you can imagine that even being more magnified, like take up space. And when he started to come in this morning, with every video the angels come in, I started to hear Go Your Own Way by Stevie Nicks, from Fleetwood Mac singing Go Your Own Way. And this is his energy, this is his vibe. Go your own way, beautiful soul. You were not born to fit in, you were made to stand out. Yes, we are all connected, we are one human family, one multidimensional tribe. That is 100% true. Yet, we each are also individualized source consciousness with a unique skill set, with different gifts, with different areas of refinement that our soul brought in. And so let us champion that. Let us celebrate that. This is the angel that helps us to do that. And Baragiel is also the angel that supports us to connect with our guardian angels, making sure that these closest personal angelic allies are a complete match to our soul, what our soul wanted to experience in this life, what our areas of refinement, our contracts, our agreements that we put in place. Some we put in place before this physical incarnation, some are continuing to evolve. We might begin to tap into them, and then the next incarnation they will really come into bloom. And so Archangel Baragiel is the angel, and in some way as well Archangel Gabriel helps us to connect with our guardian angels. So if you feel you haven't made that connection yet, or you would like to strengthen your awareness and your knowing of your closest angelic allies, Baragiel is your archangel to invite in and just make that connection deeper. When we were channeling his imagery, he also came forward with the roses, again, all in bloom. Like, come on, this is your time to bloom. All the different rainbows. He's really vibrant. He very much is the angel that's in support of non-conformity, like just chucking out the labels, chucking out identities. And we're really seeing this taking place on Earth, as so many people are not identifying with their gender anymore, with patriarchal concepts and structures. All of that is going out. Baragiel's like, yes, you were not, again, you were not born to fit in. Wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do, as long as you're not harming anybody. Be your own authentic self. Sit on a throne like he is, because he's saying we all sit upon a throne. Some of us are awake and we know that we're on a throne. Some of us are asleep on that throne. Some of us are ascending from that throne. We're all in different levels of our spiritual development, our spiritual awareness and ascension. But if you take anything from this video and anything from the connection with Barachiel, it's to remember that you are a sovereign being. You are a sovereign being. You are a royal one. You are a magnificent one. Take up the throne of your life. Bring into your kingdom that which you want to be in relationship with, have fun, play. Like Archeia Joy, his divine feminine counterpart, is all about joy and expression. Whereas Barachiel is more about, come on, just be secure with yourself. And if you don't feel secure with yourself, then lean into me and I will help you. I'll sit there right beside you on that throne and help you to just shine your own colors, shine your uniqueness into the world. And I love what he chose to wear as well, this beautiful, magnificent uh, suit and gown, and I'll blow his image up on social media today. If you're following along with these videos in real time as they go out, then I'll share what he's wearing around his head and the little glint that he has in his eye and his little smile, very much like a Mona Lisa smile. There is this sense of mischief almost with Barachiel as well, as he pokes us and guides us to our brilliance, just helping us to stand out and be comfortable in our own skin. Okay, let's look at crystal associations for Barachiel. The first one is, what one are we going to go with? First one is green fluorite. And actually, this gemmy green fluorite is wonderful to work with in combination with the other two crystals because it acts as a filter and it helps us just to, any sense of imposter syndrome or not feeling comfortable to whatever, for example, sexuality that we want to assign to or not assign to, fluorite, especially green fluorite, helps us just to dissolve any sense of self-consciousness, any sense of what will people think of me if I act in this way or express or come out of the closet, whatever closets we've put ourselves in, societal closets, gender closets, sexuality closets, green fluorite really helps us just to be our unique self. And we can pair this wonderfully with Barachiel's main crystal. I found this one. I had a big piece of green aventurine. This is aventurine, but it's the heart that wanted to come forward because Barachiel's main focus is on the heart center, is on the third eye, and is also on the solar plexus. And when he's with us, and especially if you want to invite him in for self-healing, just invite him to channel through you his healing, or you can go in depth and learn angel healing, which all of these angels are connected with. Then he brings in these areas, these centers, your third eye, into communication with your heart, then into communication with your solar plexus. So you're centered in your power, you're centered in the love of who you are, and you're centered in your vision. So you're seeing as source, you're seeing your highest truth and expressing it. Green aventurine is also the stone of happiness, of individualism, really helping you just to be your own unique self. And again, this is married very well with the last crystal, and it's kiwi opal, a really wonderful stone to have when you're traveling. It's very optimistic, very supportive, also very protective as well. Helps you just to feel secure, feel happy when you're traveling, especially. So I would suggest using them all in combination: green fluorite, aventurine, and kiwi opal. Barachiel's main flowers, I have them all over the office here, are roses and the iris, and I want to close his teachings with his blessings. So the blessing comes from the book, The Female Archangels. There's also a journey in here called Treat Every Day as Your Birthday, which is a wonderful activation for helping you to make trust your default setting. Because when you trust that this universe, this reality is benevolent, loves you, cherishes you, wants you to have all your needs met, wants you to have everything that you desire, if it's in alignment with your soul and your spiritual path, um, then this activation helps you to come into that space of trust so that it becomes your baseline, it becomes your foundation, not lack, not scarcity, not am I worthy, all of those wounded core beliefs that seem to get in the way of us opening and aligning to what we want and what we're ready for. This is a wonderful activation, so do check it out. Okay, let's enjoy Barachiel's blessing by placing our hands on our heart and saying aloud 3 times with conviction. The only validation I need is my own. Let that sink in. The only validation I need is my own. The only validation I need is my own. And so it is. Oh, beautiful souls. It's been so wonderful to connect with you over the last 34 days, excuse me, through this series. Um, this has been the return, a wonderful way to return to YouTube. And so if you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Thank you for sharing all of your love on social media, on the different platforms, and also here on YouTube, which I'm finding is just, I feel like I've really missed the last few years being off YouTube because our community here is beautiful and your comments are so wonderful that you've been sharing on each of these videos. So continue to share your comments, how you've connected with each of these angels, what has become possible, what changes have taken place in your life. And maybe comment just now if you have followed along with the series. To date, what has been the Archangel or Archeia, the divine feminine counterpart, that has really been the most meaningful for you? It's been the most inspiring or the most supportive or the most eye-opening? Let me know in the comments. And if you would like to go further on your angelic journey of connection, of channeling, of healing, then do join me on the next angel healing course. And if you're watching this relatively in real time, as these videos go out, there is a course in a few days. So check it out below. And if not, there will be one again soon. You can check that out on my website. There's loads of different resources there as well. And I will be back with another series very soon. But for now, thank you. Thank you for showing up every day, for sharing these videos, for welcoming me back into this space. And also, when we work with the archangels and the archeia, for the last 15 years, I've been teaching people traveling worldwide, talking and introducing people to the Archeia, the divine feminine archangels. And I've come up against a lot of backlash about that. Angels aren't male or female, and da da da. And a lot of spiritual teachers and authors, some of them are friends of mine, who at the start didn't believe in the Archeia, didn't want to talk about them, thought I was bonkers, have now started to write them into their books and their oracle decks. And it's just wonderful to see. For me, I've really trusted that they've always been there. Thousands of people have connected to them over the angel healing system, students, practitioners, teachers. We've all shared very similar experiences. And it just goes to show very much a teaching here of Archangel Barachiel. What we receive, our divine guidance, what comes through from spirit and our angels and our inner being, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. We don't have to prove our guidance to anybody else. We are only here if it feels good to share it, to embody it, to express it. And if people want to come on and then explore it more and feel into what we're sharing, the stream of frequency and consciousness that we're tuning into, then they will. And if not, that's absolutely fine. And so go your own way. Whatever truth is coming through you, whatever divine guidance is coming through you, act upon it if it feels good. Don't care what anybody else thinks, friends, because what you receive may touch and transform and inspire thousands, just like angel healing has, just like these wonderful cards and the books has. And if I had um, clammed up and not followed that and not had the trust in the angels, trust in my inner being, we wouldn't be here right now. All of what has happened, all of the blessings and the miracles that have been created over the last 15 years wouldn't have happened. And so please, if you take anything else from this video, whatever is coming through you, whatever you are alive to in this moment, the ideas, the guidance, the messages, express it. You never know who you're going to touch, who you're going to support, who you're going to help. And remember, we are one tribe. We are all here to support and inspire each other. And your light and your teachings are so valued and are so appreciated. And with that, friends, so much love from me and the angels. We will see you soon in the next video.